This is why I always maintain, if Indians had the take two.
When Steve Bonetto, Vice President of Motorcycles at Polaris Industries, unveiled Indian's all-new Thunderstroke 111 engine at Daytona Bike Week in March 2011, motorcycle enthusiasts were giddy with anticipation. Polaris bought the nearly dormant Indian motorcycle brand in 2011. Would the company be able to revive it? The undeniably beautiful piece of engineering didn't disappoint, but Indian's new Thunderstroke also represented something deeper for the Total Twisters: the restoration of one of America's most iconic motorcycle brands. The original Indian motorcycle company was once a superstar. After its founding in 1901, Indian's bikes went on to win major international racing victories, and by the 1910s, the company was the largest motorcycle manufacturer in the world. Indian was technically innovative too, introducing the first electronic starter in 1914, and its first four-cylinder bike in 1927. Providing serious competition for its particular American rival, Harley Davidson.
This is why I always maintain, if Indian had the dealer network that Harley Davidson had, Indian would give Harley a run for their money, if not completely wash them out. What's up, Chris? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about the Indian, and we're talking about Harley Davidson, what you get for your money, and who gives you the bigger bang for your buck. I believe, without a shadow of a doubt, Indian gives you more for your money than Harley Davidson does. Now, if I want to compare bikes, let's compare the Indian Chief and the Lowrider S from Harley Davidson. Now these bikes, Indian brought out this bike to compete with the Lowrider S, and they packed it full of stuff for you. You have no complaints about this bike, except for the tank. Now, the engines are on par with each other. Harley Davidson, the 2024 Harley Davidson is a 117 engine at I think it's 103 horsepower. Meanwhile, the Indian Chief is rocking a 116 cubic engine with 90 to probably like 100 horsepower. The gas tanks are different. Harley Davidson is giving you a 5-gallon gas tank, while Indian is giving you a 4-gallon gas tank, which will drop you down a couple miles. It's not a big deal. I mean, for me, when I first was looking at this bike, at the time it was a big deal because I had a lot of plans. I want to go touring, I want to go this, I want to group ride, I want to do everything. None of that ever panned out for me, but maybe for you, maybe you want to go touring and stuff, and you're looking at that bike. Unfortunately, none of these two bikes come with bags unless you go with the ST. And the ST will run you a lot more, probably like 21, 22 grand. While the Lowrider S, without the big fairing and without the bags, will run you about 19. Call it 20, $19,999, which is the same price as the Indian Chief, Super Chief. The Super Chief is running you about $19,999. Now, depending on the dealership you go to, these prices obviously will change. This is the MSRP price I'm giving you. Each dealership, even whether it's Indian or if it's Harley, they all have different prices. There's a destination charge, and there's also the dock fees and prep fees. These change, these vary by dealership, so you got to watch out for that, depending on the dealership you go to. Now, Harley is giving you this infotainment system screen with the Lowrider S. It is not packed with a lot of stuff like what Indian gives you. Indian is giving you ride modes in their infotainment system. They're giving you Bluetooth to connect to your headset. They're giving you GPS. They're giving you turn-by-turn navigation. They're giving you traffic. All of this you're getting in your infotainment system. I think this is a 3-inch infotainment system that you're getting all of this information in. You won't get any of that with Harley. Now, where Indian lacks in power, they try to make up in features. Now, the Indian engine may be a little smaller, the less horsepower. They're not giving you traction control. You may have to pay for that. I'm not quite sure. I know Harley is giving you traction control, and they're giving you cruise control. Now, all Indian bikes come standard with cruise control. Harley only started giving you cruise control like a year or two ago. Before, the only way you get cruise control on a Lowrider S is if you bought it yourself and install it, which was a $500 purchase to buy the switch, and another $500. Is it $500? No, sorry, it was $250 to buy the switch, and then another $250 to install the switch. So it was running about $500 total. Chief, from right off the bat, gave you cruise control. You didn't have to pay extra for it or anything. Now, the fairing on the Lowrider S is a lot smaller than it is on the Chief. You get a quarter fairing with a windshield, and you can change that windshield out for three different types of windshields. You can change that out for. What else are they giving you? The Chief also comes with rear cylinder disconnect. So if you're in traffic, you can disconnect that rear cylinder to, so you won't get as much heat and you won't use as much fuel in the engine. The Lowrider S does not offer any of that. For $19,999, you get way more features with the Indian than you do get with the Lowrider S. Yes, with the Lowrider S you get more power and you get traction control, but that's about it. That's all you get with a Lowrider S. Harley only started stepping up their game lately because of the Indian. If Indian wasn't in the picture, Harley will continue to give you the basics for top tier price. That is no bullshit. Look how long they took before they updated the Lowrider S. They discontinued the Dyna, and then they came out with the Lowrider S in 2019. And then every 2 years since, they've been doing little minor upgrades. It was only in 2022 that they started offering cruise control on the bikes. Or was it 23? Is it 22 or 23? They started offering cruise control on the bikes. But when Indian came out in 2019, boom, it was cruise control. It was ride modes. It was all of that. It was LEDs all around. Harley Davidson still does not offer you LEDs all around. All you get is one LED headlight, and that's it. The Indian Chief gives you LEDs front, they give you rear LEDs, and they give you a headlight LED. You still gotta go aftermarket to get LEDs for the Lowrider S, which is kind of messed up. All right, guys, if you disagree with what I said about the Harley and the Indian, like Harley, I think Indian would give Harley a run for its money if they had the dealership network that Harley has, if they had the aftermarket support that Harley has. Let me know if you disagree that Indian would give Harley a run for their money, because I honestly believe if the playing field was leveled, Harley would be in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. Let me know how you feel about it. Let me know if you think I'm wrong. And until then, ride safe out here. Be safe, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. So keep your eyes on the swivel, get the sticky side down, the shiny side up, and I will see you in the next one. Kisses!